Fellow cardboarders, welcome back, and a warm welcome to all the new subscribers. And boy, today will be a doozy. People on this channel know that I've been reviewing Playmats from AliExpress several times now, and I've been approached by a company called PARAMINT, who apparently enjoyed my videos and asked me to review their Playmats. So, here they are. These two packages here contain Playmats, and the top one contains their Playmat carrying case called a mat shield. And we're gonna look at them and compare them to other companies. So let's put those two aside for now. Let's make a little space and see about the first package, as well as how safely these mats are shipped. These mats can be bought through Amazon, but the company also has their own website. Now let's pop into this first one here really carefully and see what it is all about. Before anyone asks, I am not paid for anything I'm saying here. This is our first collaboration, making this channel, in my eyes, even more legit. People are recognizing the channel and it's growing nicely, but the reaction will be genuine. Now, without further ado, let's see what is in here. Okay. So, the playmat itself is beautifully packaged in another package, which is designed quite nicely. So, this one put to the side here, and yeah, let's look at the package here for a second. It says here PARAMINT, and we got the PARAMINT logo here, which is, I guess, a black lotus. So they are making MtG playmats, but also offer product for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, and also Lord of the Rings, since the most recent Lord of the Rings set. They are advertising their playmats as having bright colors and high resolution, a smooth cloth surface, and rubber that doesn't slip. They apparently don't fray. We'll see about that. Maybe in a future video when I've been using them for several months, and if I notice anything about them fraying or so, I would make another video so you know how they look after a while. And apparently they are machine washable. They are even advertising them as being that. And obviously you can roll them up and just take them with you. And here's a little story about the founder of the company. You can just stop the video if you want to read through that. And yeah, let's see what is in here. Let's pop this open. There we are. The moment of truth. Now let's look at the playmat itself. The design should be recognizable for any MtG player who's been playing Magic since at least Strixhaven, which is the, you guessed it, Demonic Tutor. Maybe you also saw it here on the package. It says here Demonic Tutor. And this is another fact about the company. They are actually also working with MtG artists themselves. So this art is done by Anata Finstark, and they're also working with several other artists, making them even more legit, I think. And it's another great way to get some original MtG art for yourself, but they also have their own art if you want something unique. Now let's look at it a little closer. The quality itself, the printing quality is really good. I enjoy that, like the detail and the colors are really bright. I don't see any pixelation really, so really nice surface and printing quality here. Feels quite similar to the usual Ultra Pro mat. I do like that they are stitching the edges of the playmats, and this is also the second comparison here, besides the surface feel, which is the fact that older playmats that are not stitched tend to fray on the edges a little. And I've also seen that happen, which didn't happen to me yet, is that you can actually peel off the printing layer from the rubber when the glue has disintegrated and the fraying has just been too bad. This luckily didn't happen to me, but obviously with the stitching it just won't happen except when you just rip it off. I do like the thickness of the playmat as well. It is also comparable to the Ultra Pro playmat. The rubber looks nice and fresh, not as used as this old Mutavault playmat. And since it's not done by Ultra Pro, you don't have the logo anywhere written in any of the corners. You have nice clear view on the art, really nice. Let's compare the mat to other mats as well. So this is a normal Ultra Pro playmat that you would win at a Grand Prix. Let's put this to the side. I also have a playmat done by a Greek artist, I think, but also I think done by Ultra Pro. So you still have the logo here, but the mat is also a little thinner. And you also have the problem of the mat fraying a little bit. Let's look at some Dragon Shield product for a sec and compare the stitching. I don't really remember when I bought this. I'll try to show on screen if I find a date how old this mat is. The thing with stitching is that you actually get some minor fraying still, so maybe if you look closely here, there are tiny pieces of hair from the first layer and the stitching thread looking out, but still it's like barely noticeable. And it will be really interesting to see if this playmat has the same, let's say, problem. But then again, I think it's just normal that with rubbing your elbow around the stitching thread is a common problem, if you want to call it that. In regards to detail, also comparing to the mat before, I think it is similar. The colors are crisp, so this one looks a little washed out, but this could also be just the artwork. But yeah, that just speaks for the company itself, that their product is good and just looks like a normal playmat and is not like pixelated or washed out or the like. Let's look at the last playmat, the AliExpress one here, which is the very first one I did a review on. This one obviously was created with a pixelated artwork. It wasn't really high resolution, so we can't really compare the detail on the art. So this does have more detail and it does look better. The third playmat I did was this one, which I ordered from AliExpress. It had a high resolution and it does look a little washed out. Still, on the battlefield using the playmat, you won't really notice if it's a little washed out or not. But yeah, it's really nice that the artwork is crisp and the colors really pop. I also like the fact that they printed over the stitching, similar to the AliExpress playmats as well. The back here is white, so they are not printing on the thread itself. And yeah, this rubber should be already several months old. I don't remember when I uploaded this, but pretty much almost a year ago or so. And it already feels a little less grippy, just because of the dust it collected and particles from the table. So let's put the last one aside here and the Demonic Tutor PARAMINT playmat on the table and see, yeah, like this one is not moving. So it holds really nicely, sticks to the table. So all in all, I'm really content with this. Let's compare this one with the second one here, which is their original design. So not done by a magic artist. And see if we can spot any differences in resolution or product quality. Another one of those nice boxes here. Really sturdy also. You could just run around with your playmat in this box. So this one is good cardboard. Let's see about the second one. Oh wow, this looks really nice, really pretty. This one is called the Eternal Wanderer. It's an original art done by them, and the colors really pop nicely, really high detail. And it's, in my eyes, obviously MTG inspired. So we have the white, blue, black, red, and green colors here. And maybe actually the Wanderer, Planeswalker, standing there looking at different planes. Stitching is also done really nicely again. Back looks like this. So yeah, all in all, first impression of those playmats, I'm really content. Really nice playmats, look really nice. Love that they are offering also original MTG art, but also creating their own ones. MTG inspired, but also, as I already stated earlier, for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And also Lord of the Rings. So do check them out. And we lastly have here the Mat Shield, which is a storage box. I'm gonna open this one. I'll open it from this side for anonymity reasons. And see what this box is looking like, and also what the quality is like. Also gonna do a shake test, how easily they might fall out, the playmats and stuff. So let's see and compare it also to an Ultra Pro one. I am currently using those Ultra Pro tubes where you just roll up the playmat and stuff it in there. You can open them from both sides and just stick them on there. And these are less than like 10 bucks in my eyes, so the cost is relatively cheap to keep your playmats from catching dirt, scratches, rips, or the like. So let's see how this one is. Got some nice fleece feel in here, really nice. Okay, this one I guess pops out, and then we can just, yeah, create like a little prisma here. Okay, so this one has like 3 corners, and you can roll up your playmat and put it in here. The magnet is, in my eyes, strong enough to keep the mat in. We're gonna do a little shake test in a second. So let's roll this one up. And put the Eternal Wanderer in this Mat Shield. So it fits nicely, as you can see. Didn't have to roll it up too tightly to fit in here. And yeah, let's see if I shake it, if it falls out. Okay, it does open, but maybe because I pressed to the side. Let's see again. If it opens like this. No, not really. So, because I pressed here, probably it opened. No, okay, so I don't know what happened. Maybe I pushed it here so that it would open. Yeah. So if I push it there, it opens. But other than that, I am shaking quite strongly to try to push it out. But generally, you have to shake it quite hard to get it out. So all in all, it's looking sturdy. And I also like the fact that you can just put out the playmat, play with it, and also don't have to keep it in the triangular form, but can actually collapse it again to have it be flat, not using up that much space again. Let's compare it to the Ultra Pro tube here. Let's roll this up again a little more tighter so that it fits in the tube. Sometimes I have the problem that I have to roll up the playmat quite firmly so that it even fits in here. So if the playmat's too thick, it won't fit in here. This one fit nicely. So you see that the thickness of the playmat is the standard size of playmat thickness. And the weak points are the top and the bottom. So if you shake them like this, at some point it will flop out. So this one, I didn't shake that strongly. Let's shake the other side to see if that holds better. Oh, it popped off on the top again. So yeah, there's your risk point here. So if you shake it too strongly, it will also pop out on the top or bottom. So I've always been content with the tube. I have several of these and I like being able to see through the tube to see which playmat is in here so I can grab them faster. But then again, I also like the idea of having magnets and a little collapsible box that you can always build into this Prisma form here and then stick the playmat in here. It is a little bigger compared to the tube, so it takes more volume, but then again you would be able to fit more into the matte shield from PARAMINT in regards to matte thickness. For me, I will probably keep sticking to the tube since I do like the translucentness. That's just a personal thing, but I think quality-wise, and if you like the magnets and the foldiness and the shiny black design of the box, maybe it's something for you. As you can see here, the matte shield is new and it has some little indents here. So I suppose if you use it for several years, it will be more indented over time. Then again, everything will get used up to a point. So if you look at the tube here again, I think it's easier to see with black background. You see that it has several scratches here as well. So those things will get used up one way or the other anyways. And then I think it's just a thing of preference if you like them translucent, if you like to just roll up your playmat and just stuff it into your bag, or if you like a nicer, shinier looking magnetic black matte shield. One last comment, which I didn't notice, is a smell that comes from the playmats. So all of the AliExpress playmats had a chemical smell, and these actually don't smell. And I think it might be the way those are packaged with the box so that they can just breathe, since it's just cardboard, and the AliExpress playmats are shipped in sealed plastic, so they can probably retain their smell. But then again, all of the AliExpress playmats that I ordered lost their smell after about a week or so. So that's another nice thing about the PARAMINT playmats, if you have a sensitive nose. Now, for those who stuck until the end, 2 things. First of all, if you would like to purchase any of those products, again, this was a honest reaction to what I see, what I get, what I got sent, and I wasn't paid for anything that I just said. There is a link in the description to get 30% off your order in collaboration with the company PARAMINT. The link for that is in the description below. So maybe you want to get a playmat for yourself from one or the other magic artist or their original designs. Or maybe you want to buy a little present for someone. As of the filming of this video, it's about a month till Christmas. So maybe you want to gift away a playmat or maybe a matte shield even. One thing that makes PARAMINT very special is their customer service. So if you are unhappy with the product you ordered, you are getting a 100% refund or a replacement. So if you like anything you see, why not try them out? Secondly, if you found this video interesting in any way, helpful, Do consider subscribing to the channel. We only need 51 subscribers as of the filming of this video to reach 500 subscribers. Remember to follow me on all the socials here. If you want me to test anything out, if I forgot to do anything with the Playmats, let us know in the comments below. All your thoughts, concerns, comments, all the good stuff. So give this little button here a boop. I hope to see you in this video right here next. Remember to bring a friend to Magic. Have a beautiful day and bye bye.